We have a question from Tom. I have recently been given the role as strength and conditioning coach for a top rugby academy in Kent. I don't think you've been given it, I think you've earned it. To start with, I have been given 20 minutes with 20 players aged 16 to 18 of mixed abilities, some destined for professional contracts, during normal Wednesday training. So, gentle listener, let's review this. 20 players, 20 minutes, mixed group. The brief is to improve strength. Once the 20 minutes is over, 2 more sets of 20 players will rotate over to me. Kit is limited to 9 kettlebells, 8 to 40K, some suspension trainers, and a sledge we can add weight to. My question is, what should I focus on to make each session accessible for all ages and abilities, to make it fun and engaging and ultimately get the best physical adaptations from that 20-minute weekly spot? Let's just practice. Dan, will you build me a vehicle out of candlesticks and dental floss that will get us to the planet Pluto and back safely, carrying a rhinoceros and a venomous cobra? You know, Tom, I think the second question might be easier, but hey, I'm here to help you. I would first suggest that you, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But if you can get them, when I had big groups, I always liked them in a big circle, and we would do a follow along so I could keep my eye on everybody. We would start off with waiter walks, rack walks, and suitcase carries. I would really push that longer now. That was a thing I've thought about before. We should have done that for build up to 15 minutes of it. And just keep circling around me, changing grips the whole time to build posture, core, grip. The problem, you just don't have a lot of load. But I know you call them press ups, but at this time you could do bodyweight squats, you could do press ups, you could do ab work on the ground in a big circle, and I'd have them move from move to move to move. One thing you might want to do is, so have them stand up, get to the ground, do some press ups, stand up, do some body weight squats, get to the ground and do an ab exercise, stand up, do some kind of big stretch, get back down on the ground, push up, squat, ab, push up, squat, ab, mix it in the stand up every time. And you could even play around. Google my name and Get Back Up and see my Get Back Up series. For load, you just don't have enough equipment to really work load. But I would do your best to make a circuit session. The Germans, and of course, I don't know how far away you are from Leeds, but that's basically either the Germans or the guys at Leeds invented what we consider modern circuit training now. But you could set up a series of stations after, maybe do this up, down thing for 6 or 7 minutes and set up, like with the heavy kettlebell, that'd be kettlebell deadlifts, a series of them for goblet squats, a series of them for presses, and then just have some other stations, like rows and the tees and the suspension trainers, and have a sledge hitting place. But you're going to have to circuit them around. And it's going to probably be ugly the first 2 or 3 times you do it. And that's okay. You just got to don't be reactive to the fact it's not working. Be proactive. So make sure the quality of teaching gets better every time. You could do something as simple as 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You could probably even pull that off for the entire 20 minutes down the line. But if you have, if the station for the, so you're going to find, if you could find 20 stations and everything's done once, that's okay. It's not great. I'd much prefer partnering them up and go 30 seconds, 30 second switch, 30 seconds, 30 second switch. The only problem is that switch time is going to eat into the time. You have a tough situation, man. Just make it work. Be as professional as you can and make it work. You're going to learn some lessons that I'm going to be envious of, and I want you to share what you learn. Try some of the ideas, the basics I've been going over, the up-down approach, the circuit training, and just go from there. If I was there, we would experiment on a few things, and that is something you're going to want to do, is experiment and just see what you can get done. Okay? Good luck.